Good.
These are all available, so you can take a seat on the other leash. I gotta ask, what bike do you have out there?
That's an Aprilia SXV 550.
How do you like it?
I'd love it.
I didn't really know Aprilia had bikes like that. Really cool.
Yeah, they made them from 06 to 13. They made 3 models. They made the Supermoto, which is that one. They made the Enduro off-road, and then they made the Motocross MXV. I have all 3.
A bit of a reach on my arm.
So the engine's also in the CB 500S.
Yeah.
It's also in, well, the 500X is a pretty tall motorcycle, but it's in that as well.
Yeah.
And the CBR 500.
Yeah.
So they're the same power plant. Otherwise, the other 300s like the R3, MT03, stuff like that.
Yeah, she had a Magna 750
Okay. Yeah,
V4. Yeah.
Too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I go for something lighter.
These things are definitely pretty nimble. Anything for anybody
Yeah,
nowadays.
you can change it, these bar clamps here, so that they're taller and they can come back more. And
How does the weight feel?
Actually, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I can get my feet, both feet flat, and I still have maneuverability. You know.
yeah.
So the height is perfect.
Yeah, that's surprising that you can flat foot it
Yeah, both sides.
with your knees bent too.
My mother.
Your mother?
Yeah, she was interested in something of this size as well.
Yeah.
But she decides riding wasn't for her.
How old is she?
She is 46.
Tell her to call her. She's 67.
She was riding before?
She wanted to. She started the course actually to get her license, and then while she was doing it, she just felt like it wasn't her thing, you know.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Happens to everyone. It's an expensive hobby.
Probably scared, more scared than anything.
Most likely, yeah.
See, when I was on the 750, I did okay on the highway.
Yeah.
But, you know, for places that you had to be a little bit more stop and start and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, it was just too much.
She's got a Yamaha TW200 on the road right now.
Okay, yeah.
So,
That would go anywhere, that bike.
oh yeah.
The tires.
It doesn't go fast enough on the highway. For
That's
me to
true.
take the
A
time.
lot of people think the 500 is not enough, but I don't know what to talk about. You can get up to like 140, 150 is easy to get up to on these guys here. Yeah, I'm running a KTM 390 Venture.
Oh yeah.
It's fun, but with KTM, 1 year later, I'm already having problems. So, yeah, Honda's definitely going to last you a lot longer, than KTM.
Yeah. Friend I ride with all the time has a 500R.
Nice.
Did he get that here?
Right behind us.
Yeah, I actually did get it here. I remember that. Here, let me look at it. Oh yeah. With my Magna, I have a 1983 Magna V65. It uses the frame as a coolant tube. Your boot your ankle kind of hits here when you're on the peg, but it got a cover, so it's got a digital dash too, eh? So all that lights up.
If you know what you're doing.
Yeah, no,
He does. He's rebuilding the old Magna.
Oh,
yeah,
you know what you're doing.
rebuilding the engine in it, and yeah.
Did a lot of work on that.
Yeah, that thing was literally just a frame like a couple months ago.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, well then Bar has been an easy job for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Are we able to schedule a test ride?
Unfortunately, our insurance does not set up for test drives this year.
Want to walk around a bit? These are one of the most popular new bikes.
He's got lights and everything on them.
Yeah, I seen a kid on them the other day. Man, I could not imagine myself on one of these.
I find these seats really hard.
I like that seat.
Well, this bike really is derived from the dirt bikes, the motocross ones.
Yeah.
Like these are way less than the $300.
Oh yeah.
The $300 with a steel frame.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's surprising. I'm trying to convince one of my friends to buy one of these and turn it into a supermoto. Then maybe he can finally keep up with me on my Aprilia. This looks like a little Rebel 300. It's not really any smaller. It's literally the same frame. Ducati Scrambler. When I grow up someday, I might be riding one of these.
When you grow up someday.
Man, this is a big bike.
What's CC?
1100, I think. Man, I'd like to get one of these again. Yeah, well, this is the 765, so it's the newer model, but man, look at that. It's like an open clutch. That's completely open. That's weird. One day. One day. Oh man, I love these little toys. What do you think about the Yamaha, Mom? Ooh, that's quite a bit heavier, eh? You'd really be reaching on these bars. You want to look at the 1100 one? Actually, it feels pretty light. These are those ones, though, they have basically an automatic transmission because there's no gear shift lever, eh?
Oh, that's no fun.
Do you imagine riding one of them? You got stereo, your own little TV screen. It's a V-twin. Have a good one, eh? It's always nice to show the guys and kids what's going on. You want to look at the 450s? Have you thrown a leg over these ones?
No. I don't know what I think of them blue on the front. There's a lot of red too, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the same white as it really is light, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I would freaking buy one. I love that front headlight on it too. It even comes with a disc guard. What about this YZ over here? This one's a 250. Yeah, that's the 450. This is the 250. Check out this Panigale. Look at the clutch on that.
Yeah. The cardio always does some cool stuff.
Yeah.
They have an oil bath one with like a see-through cover. That's pretty cool. Seen that at the motorcycle show.
Mm-hmm.
That's dry. That's a friendly.
Yeah. And open to the air. That's weird.
Yeah. Man, your shoelaces up.
Yeah. Feel in here. Feel that. Like you can feel the rough. Apparently these Diavels are the shit.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, she's really interested in that 500.
Yeah. You motovlogging right now?
Yeah, kinda.
Cool. Yeah.
Do you mind?
I don't care.
Alright.
Go ahead.
He's the one I'm trying to sell on the 450s.
I wouldn't trust KTM dirt bikes for a long time.
Says the guy who has a KTM and sells Honda too.
I'm telling you, I already have problems with KTM. It's been less than a year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of problems?
So some mechanical issues. The engine will shut off randomly if I pull in the clutch.
Oh yeah?
Upon riding.
Huh.
Could be on the highway, pull in the clutch, engine will shut off. And you can turn it back on. That's kind of a...
Defeats the point. Yeah.
Exactly.
I got 40,000 kilometers on my Aprilia now. If I were to buy a new bike, honestly, I'd probably go with a TM.
Yeah.
You ever heard of those?
The old Huskies?
No.
Oh, no, sorry.
They're TM. So you take the K off, and you get a really good Italian bike.
Yeah.
They're like a light blue dirt bike.
Yeah.
They make supermotos. I don't know. I just got a thing for Italian bikes.
Yeah, he's trying to get you on a 450, eh?
Yeah.
Have you ridden before?
Oh yeah.
So when are you buying it? There. That right there. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Apparently.
Yeah.
Look at the welds on that too, eh?
That was I think this is one of the biggest displacement motors.
Yeah, it's like 1800 cc. Yeah.
2500 cc.
Holy shit. I think the Goldwing is 1800. One of them is anyway. What's this?
That's the same engine that's in Brett. No, Brett's car is a 2. My car is an 18, like 1.8.
Yeah, my Comanche is a 2.5. Check that beamer out. Look at the tire on the back. Yeah.
Look at that. The center's the only thing that's not working.
That's crazy. Got the GoPro mount.
Okay.
The Husqvarna.
Yeah.
Vitpilen. Man, you don't want that thing to start sliding, eh? Good gracious. Look at that. Yeah. But like, look at, like, what? Like, what the hell is going on here? Man, who the hell would actually want to ride that? It's just, it's too freaking weird, man. Look at the push rod engine. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if it was overhead cam. I think it'd stick out to here. There. Yeah. What an asshole. So we've run into a bit of an issue with our lovely Italian stallion. See that? See that? See that? See this? Ooh, you can feel that. I don't think it's out of coolant, because I don't think I see enough or feel enough on my leg, because I think this has just started to happen here. And I certainly hope this is not overheated, but if it has, I mean, it's not locked up, that's for sure. It's just because of this aftermarket header here. Everybody, all these Aero ones, I don't know if the Undertale ones have it the same, but I think it's probably the same, are awfully close to these stock rad hoses here. Now maybe you could pull that up a little bit more. That's as far as I could get it, honestly, though. So that really sucks. Now I'm gonna have to get another rad hose and see if I can get some like steel across there. Man, I really hope this hasn't overheated. It's going through traffic there quite a bit. The problem is now, if I run it, it'll overheat even worse. And this will get even hotter and burn right through that for absolute certain, and it'll be built up extra pressure in there and everything, and I know it's not going to be good. So I've got a truck coming on the way. Sucked back quite a bit of coolant out of the overflow bottle here too. We got our brand new, brand spanking, misguided, lean back in Chirac 2021 Volta. Misguided. I love my Brap straps, but they make a good glove too. Alright. We are at Power Sports. Mom's picking up her brand new Rebel 500. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. How much was that again? $27.5? Plus parts, $4,100. Man, that's a good looking bike out there. There's Mom's bike right there. I'm gonna have to test ride that. Selling her on an aftermarket warranty.
Go back up and down before you go right on the roadway as well. The left signal light is there. Yeah. So again, your left signal light's on. Push the cancel. Got to. Hey.
Come on, dude. It's always the guy on the Harley. Alright. 2021 Honda Rebel 500. Sounds like a tractor. Definitely got some power. Yeah, I don't like those mirrors, but we need some good bar ends for these babies. So we've got 45 kilometers on it total. Oh, you're very low to the ground. Not a lot of engine braking at all, if any. That clutch is extremely light. You can stand up on it. I can anyway. I cannot hear this thing whatsoever. It is completely quiet. We've got a gear position indicator. We've even got a gas gauge. Oh, we've got a blinker one, and then we've got a regular one. We've also got 4-ways. Alright, we're in 6th gear doing 90. Let's try and roll up to 110. Let's get it right at 90 here and roll up. Full throttle. Yeah, takes way too long for me. Another thing is you don't get any looks on this bike. But you'll also probably never have to rebuild the engine on this either, so it's not like any sport bike or dirt bike or anything. I doubt you'd ever want to try and wheelie this. It's probably not very good. Mind you, I'm sure you could, but there's much better bikes to build a stunt bike on. It's not hugely flickable, but it is very stable at speed. You really have to push that bar to get going anywhere. Push and pull, really. Ahoy hoy! Ooh, man, this power band is just awful. Oh man, I cannot stand Honda's 500s. It just feels like I'm riding a freaking lawn tractor. Even on the CBR 500, it's a lawn tractor. It's not a motorcycle. But unfortunately, this is about the only thing people can afford insurance on. Just little 300s and 400s and 500s. 2 men in a truck. What a weird name for a company. This feels like such a mini bike, it's not even funny. I'm only 5'11". Like, I'm not even that tall. Let's see if I can not put a foot down here. Oh, I had to put a foot down. Man, your leg is right on that engine cover. Or that clutch cover there. And they took the wrong road for that truck. They need to turn around. I don't think that bridge is big enough for them. I mean, there's a cover on that clutch cover. Pretty low red line. Man, I feel so small on this thing. I'm like hunched over to get to the bars. Don't get me wrong, like if you're a brand new rider, or if you're like my mother, she's 66 years old, this would be a great bike for you. Because it's not too much power that you're going to be breaking traction, but at the same time, you can cruise at highway speeds. Now, this may not be the best long hauler bike, but it wouldn't be hard to make it into a good long hauler bike. Like, she's ordering some saddlebag brackets, and she's going to be probably ordering a new gel seat for it. Because this seat is kind of thin, honestly. But yeah, I mean, if this is all you could afford on insurance, or if you're a brand new rider, like, there's nothing wrong with this bike. It's perfectly good. It's not going to be a fast bike, and you're not going to get attention on it. And I just want to be frank, because honestly, like, you could sit here and say, oh yeah, it gets great fuel mileage, it's got a low seat height, and you know, it's very reliable, and it's a good commuter, and blah blah blah, all these rational, reasonable things. But let's be honest, half the reason you buy a motorcycle is to get looks, so the other half of the reason is to go fast. Honestly, this does not, this kind of bike, this size of engine will never do it for me.